Hello and good morning. My name is Damian Darby. I figured I'd get my speech done before I come into work. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. No one is here yet, and this is the quietest place in the building. So I decided this is the best place to do my speech without all the interruptions at home and while nobody's in the building yet. So today I will be discussing my civic persuasive appeal speech on homelessness throughout America. I chose this subject because I was tired of seeing homeless people on the streets, and it made me feel bad inside as a person. I also wondered, how did their situation happen for these people to become homeless? I wanted to help these people any type of way I could to help get them out of their situation. So I made donations to charities, donated clothes, donated food, or whatever was needed. No matter how big or small the donation was, I wanted to at least contribute to them creating a better situation for these people. Like, for instance, did you know as many as 3.5 million people were homeless every year in the United States? This includes more than 1 million children, and on any given night, more than 300,000 children are homeless throughout the nation. I live in San Diego where I see numerous homeless men and women and children on the streets daily. San Diego has the fourth largest homeless population in the country. Homelessness is everywhere in the United States, in every city and every town. I know when people see a homeless man or woman or even a child, a certain emotion runs through them, whether it's good or bad. They could be saying like, "Oh, he should get a job," or they could even feel sorry for him. It could be positive or negative. This is a problem that needs to be handled by people joining together and providing these people a temporary or permanent assistance, or at least help them until they get back on their feet. I always wondered what caused these people to become homeless. Well, homelessness is caused by tragic life occurrences like the loss of loved ones, job loss, domestic violence, divorce, and family disputes. It also causes impairments such as depression, untreated mental illness, post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, and physical disabilities are also responsible for a large portion of homelessness. Many of the factors are pushing people into living on the street. Acknowledging these factors can help facilitate the end of homelessness in America. The two biggest factors driving homelessness are poverty and the lack of affordable housing. In 2004, 37 million people, or 12.7% of the American population, was living in poverty, according to the National Coalition for the Homeless. Now, in 2017, the number of homeless people in America has tripled. 2/3 of homeless people struggle with an alcohol or drug abuse problem. That means finding housing can be difficult for these people who are in active addiction. Treatment and recovery services are also hard to find when living on the street, thereby creating a cycle of homelessness and addiction from which it's also almost impossible to escape. Another statistic that people fail to realize is that most of our homeless are veterans who served in the armed forces. The vast majority of homeless veterans are single males from poor, disadvantaged communities, as well as homeless veterans that have served in wars like World War II, the Korean War, the Cold War, the Vietnam War, Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan, and Operation Iraqi Freedom. While only 8% of Americans can claim veteran status, 17% of our homeless population is made up of veterans. In 2010, the Department of Veteran Affairs, the VA, estimated that on any given night there were 76,000 homeless veterans sleeping on American streets. Veterans between the ages of 18 and 30 are twice as likely as adults in the general population to be homeless, and the risk of homelessness increases significantly among young veterans who are poor. Half of homeless veterans suffer from mental illness, 2/3 suffer from substance abuse problems, and many from dual diagnosis, which is defined as a person struggling with both mental illness and a substance abuse problem. Homeless veterans tend to experience homelessness longer than their non-veteran peers. Veterans spend an average of nearly 6 years homeless, compared to 4 years reported among non-veterans. You may be asking yourself, what can we do to prevent homelessness in America? So far, throughout the United States, there are many homeless shelters built to provide shelter to those who do not have a home. There are also donation bins distributed throughout numerous cities to provide clean clothes for the homeless. The VA is responsible for providing vital services to America's veterans. The VA provides health care services, benefit programs, and access to national cemeteries to former military personnel and their dependents. Since 1987, the VA programs for homeless veterans have emphasized collaboration with community service providers to help expand services to more homeless veterans. Homelessness is not coming to an end anytime soon, but I believe we should have affordable housing to allow the American people to live and afford in. That way we can have numerous families in stable homes, and homeless children wouldn't have to be on the streets. However, if companies are not willing to give 100% effort towards the end of homelessness, we as Americans can help by donating clothes, money, and various other resources they would need. I mean, if we all work together, we can put an end to homelessness. A little bit can be a big help to someone else. Just think about it. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed my speech. Have a great day.